Hello everyone, this is me, William the Conqueror 3. How are you guys feeling? Sorry, it's been a long time. I have never made another vlog for a very long time. Well, it's not for a long time. I made about 2 vlogs this year, and this is my third vlog, yes. Today guys, I'm going to talk about the recent things that happened to me. Like you know, 2 months ago, we left this country to Europe. I really enjoyed it. It was my 3rd trip to Europe since 2015, and the beginning of this year, January. Man, what a big trip, wasn't it? Big vacation. We had been to like about 5 countries: Denmark, Italy, France, Ireland, Isle of Man, and Northern Ireland. The last parts of the trip were really interesting. I get to go to the place I always dream of going to. Feel free to check them out if you like. Made Isle of Man videos with my phone. And I'm gonna tell you some stories about my trip. It all started when we were in Los Angeles. We just left the airport the same way we did last year. And we took a Dutch airline, the 747 KLM. It's a very relaxing airline. We landed towards Amsterdam. We just took another flight to Denmark. We went to Denmark again for a 2nd time. I like Denmark. I sure do love that place. What I love about Denmark is they have a Little Mermaid statue, which is really cool. We went to the Little Mermaid statue and took some pictures with my camera and my phone. That was a really fun time. But it's been a really long time. I cannot remember what really happened recently. But I did enjoy going to Denmark, visiting a Little Mermaid statue. But the country is way too expensive to live in. The second place we went to is Milan, Italy. I like Milan. It's a beautiful mountains and nice towns. Italy is full of towns. A lot of towns we went to. My favorite parts of Italy are Verona, Venice, and this hostel located in the middle of nowhere. I love the hostel, which is a farmhouse, which has these goats I like to bother with by feeding them with pieces of grass. That was really fun. I really love playing with the goats. The goats are like staring at me. Like they think I'm like a god to them. When we were in that one hostel, I forgot what that place is called. I got mosquito bites on my arm and legs. That was terrible. We also went to France. But due to the strikes of the railways in France, Paris is like in bad shape due to the riots. So we decided to take a train from Italy and get it towards the border and go up into the train from the Monaco train towards Nice, France. Nice, France is a pretty nice place. Yeah, very nice place. We got on a rental car and we drove into the French countryside, which I really loved a lot. Except the car has a button you have to push instead of putting keys in the car's ignition. You have to use a freaking button. The one bad thing about it was his asshole crashed into our car. Half of our car. Dumbass. But it wasn't that bad. I don't even know what really happened. If the guy from the rental car company in Lyon got mad at us. I'm not sure about that. But it was a really cool trip though. Cool car trip. There's lots of McDonald's where you can order with the TV screen, the computer TV screen, whatever it is called. You push the buttons all the time. That was really cool. Lyon's a nice place. They have the Lumiere Brothers Museum, and I really like this museum with all the wooden toys, the wooden figurines that move like robots, animated. That was really cool. I really like that. Really cool. Really cool. One thing going on in Lyon was a huge soccer game. A bunch of Belgian morons always get into our way. They're crazy as hell. But we also got out of France, get towards Ireland. I love Ireland. I don't quite remember going there as a kid, but it was pretty much my first time in Ireland, you know, guys. I love that place a lot. It was excellent. They have the 100th anniversary of the Eastern Rising. You know what that was about? It's kind of like the American Revolution in Ireland, where Michael Collins and his comrades team up together to kick the British out of Ireland. But apparently one of the guys in the Easter Rising were executed by the British. Really sad. The best part about Ireland is that we get to go to lots of free museums. Yeah, tons of free museums in Dublin you can go to. And it's really nice to walk around Dublin, except the streets have no name. Streets have no name. I'm not referring to the U2 song. I like that military museum that talks about the military history of Ireland. That was great. Really good. I love it. And it was full of fog when we landed in Dublin Airport. Full of fog. I thought we were going to crash, but luckily we didn't crash. The pilots are professional. We went on to Aer Lingus. And then after Ireland, we headed towards the Isle of Man. We went on the Danish propellered aircraft. That's not that scary. But the Isle of Man is so beautiful, though. They have lots of cows, lots of sheep. And these kids, when we exit the Manx Museum, a bunch of kids spotted me for no reason. They thought I'm a local. I was like, no way, I'm not a local. I'm from America. And a bunch of guys like, really? You're from America? That's cool. But the Manx Museum was interesting, though. Really good exhibits, and it's free to enter. Douglas is a nice place. I really love the promenade. We get to live in this Victorian-style hotel, and we get to ride on a horse tram, the street trolley car, and a steam train. Feels like I'm in the old times when we went there. It's really old-fashioned there. Except they have digital TV in the hotel room. I had lots of fun. Really good internet access to the buses and the hotel too. Except I didn't use my laptop though, I only used my phone. The best part about the Isle of Man is that we went to Derby Junk. It was nice. I got some stuff. Okay, I'm going to show you guys. This is a flag I got from Derby Junk, except the flag stuff was pulled off because my mom believed that the flag stuff's kind of like a weapon that the airport were not allowed us to bring with us. But this flag is beautifully made from Derby Junk. Derby Junk. I also got some pins and this cap. It's a TT cap. I like it. I got it from the Derby Junk store. You're next. I really like this town called Laxey, which includes this wheel, that infamous wheel, which is a lot better than the Statue of Liberty. You get to go on top of the Laxey wheel and get to look at some nice scenery around. I took a lot of pictures with my mom's iPad, but my phone ran out of juice and I don't have my camera, and my camera ran out of juice too. I mean, it's out of space. I don't quite know. But it's $2.50 for student to enter the water wheel. It was great. I love the water wheel. I really like the Laxey town. I saw this gray cat that was kind of pissed off at me. I tried to come closer. There's a cat like... The cat was like that. The cat's like becoming an evil demon, trying to kill me. I decided, I'm gonna get away from that cat. It's gonna kill me. The cat is kind of like a Manx cat with no tail on it. It's a very evil cat in Laxey. The Derby Transport Museum is excellent too. It has tons of displays about buses and the cars in the Isle of Man. Really nice. And the Isle of Man buses are great too. You get we got tap cards running the buses. It's kind of like LA. We take tap cards of buses and light rail. Except the Isle of Man only has old-fashioned transportation and futuristic buses. It's really nice riding the buses in the Isle of Man. It's a lot better than riding the buses in Las Vegas and Los Angeles because there's no suburbs to look at in the Isle of Man. There's lots of small towns, countrysides, cows and sheep and stuff like that. It also has good food too. Fish and chips are delicious. And also the cheese are also great in the Isle of Man too. That was the best trip to the Isle of Man. Okay, let's not talk about the Isle of Man. I'm going to talk about Belfast. We hop on this ferry, which we have to wake up early in the morning to get to the ferry. It was really fun. I get to watch Mark Wahlberg and a Will Ferrell film, Daddy's Home. I really like that, watching the ship. And it's really enjoyable. Except the ship didn't tilt like back when I was a kid when we went on a ferry. It was tilting. But this time, the ship did not tilt, which was good. It's kind of like going on a ferry from Germany and Denmark, which is really fun. Really fun. In addition to that, let's talk about Belfast. I like Belfast. The Ulster Museum was interesting. We had to hop on the bus that we go around all the neighborhoods around Belfast were IRA battlefields. It was really nice to ride on it, and Belfast is a pretty nice city too. Except there's nothing much to do there. But it has good charity shops though. The Isle of Man has good charity shops too. But there's lots of great view of the city to look at. Take lots of pictures with my camera. Everywhere. Then we've been back to Dublin. We get to go to many places I haven't been to, such as this Ireland exhibit that talks about the Irish immigration to Australia and America and stuff like that, which is really interesting. Virtual displays and stuff like that. Belfast also has a Titanic exhibit I really like. I also like this ship also. It's kind of like going to the Queen Mary, which includes holograms of people from the historical times. And the Belfast Museum has lots of futuristic technology about the history of Belfast and the Titanic, which is really interesting. You guys should definitely go there if you go to Belfast. And then we went back home. Afterwards, I went to VidCon. VidCon was a really fun event we went to. I like VidCon. Except the parking really sucks though. And it's really rude customer service too. Especially when the guys who lead us to the parking lot, they're very rude. So that concludes my vlog. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe for more videos.